Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for this Monday: authorities are looking for a suspect in a Rockcastle murder. Plus, a hiker was rescued over the weekend at the Pinnacles in Berea, and the body of a missing London man has been located. All that plus more news, sports, and of course weather with Sam coming up here today live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, Kentucky State Police are searching for a man they say is a person of interest in a murder investigation. Sunday afternoon, the Kentucky State Police London Post was notified by the Rockcastle County 911 of a welfare check at the Goochland Cave Road residence. When officers arrived on the scene, they located a deceased male from an apparent gunshot wound. The victim was later identified as 43-year-old Joshua L. Dooley of Mount Vernon. Dooley was pronounced deceased by the Rockcastle County Coroner's Office. Dooley's body was taken to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. As a result of the investigation, KSP detectives are currently attempting to locate 49-year-old Clayton Cox of Mount Vernon. Police urge the public to not approach Cox, as he is believed to be armed and dangerous. If you have any information concerning this ongoing investigation, you are asked to please contact Post 11 London. That phone number 606-878-6622. You can see a picture of Clayton Cox there on your screen now. Well, the Madison County Sheriff's Office reported that a lost hiker was located after a lengthy search on Friday. The hiker went missing at the Pinnacles in Berea, prompting a call to the Sheriff's Office. Berea Fire, Berea College, and deputies conducted that 2.5-hour search before locating that hiker. The hiker was eventually found safe and thanked authorities for the rescue. Well, this past weekend, the Richmond Recycling Center held its year's Spring Shred Day. The event was held on Friday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. The event, which was free of charge, had people drive their vehicles through the center. Inside, recycling employees would empty boxes and bins filled with old papers, documents, and other unwanted paperwork and shred them for you. This year, it was reported that at least 141 vehicles came through, as opposed to last year's total of around 113. Also, this event saw a total of 57 bins of shredded material gathered and recycled. Good turnout for that event. Well, former President Jimmy Carter and his work with Habitat for Humanity has left a great impact on many people across America, including some right here in Richmond. The former president and his wife helped build and renovate several homes in Irvin View and Douglas Court area, and was commemorated by a sign with a picture of Carter working on a home. That sign, in that place for years, was until recently when neighbors discovered it is unfortunately missing. Neighbors are offering a reward if the sign is returned, but if it's not found by the middle of June, they are looking to get a replacement to commemorate that big achievement. A missing London man has been found deceased. Trevor R. Wascom, a 21-year-old, was reported missing by his family on August the 26th and was tragically discovered deceased over the weekend. The Kentucky State Police London Post received notifications from the Laurel County 911 regarding a fatal collision involving Wascom's vehicle on McWhorter Road in Laurel County. That was on Sunday. Investigations revealed that Wascom lost control of his 2003 Suzuki GSX R600, resulting in a collision with a tree which claimed his life. The scene was attended by Trooper Joseph Mallory of the KSP Post 11, alongside personnel from Post 11, the Laurel County EMS, Laurel County Fire Department, and the Laurel County Coroner's Office. This past Saturday afternoon, deputies from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office arrested an 18-year-old London person, Tyler Griffin, Police were dispatched to Blakely Road, approximately 4 miles south of London, due to a reported altercation between two individuals at the scene. Officers led an investigation into the incident and learned that Griffith allegedly struck the other person in the face. Griffith was arrested and charged with fourth-degree assault. Is currently lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. Moving over to Harrodsburg, this past weekend, the Harrodsburg Police Department arrested and charged a woman, 34-year-old Megan Marlowe, with drug trafficking following an extensive investigation. According to police, a warrant was served this past Sunday morning concerning an ongoing investigation at the 200 block of Azalea Street. Reportedly, officers had discovered a substantial quantity of drugs such as black tar heroin, fentanyl, and methamphetamine, along with about $41,443 in cash in Marlowe's home. She was arrested and charged with, according to this arrest records, aggravated fentanyl trafficking, trafficking of methamphetamine, trafficking of heroin, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Her court appearance, court records indicate, is scheduled for Monday afternoon. On Saturday, April the 27th, deputies from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office arrested 49-year-old London resident David Collins. Police were sent to Cole Road, 2 miles west of London, on Saturday night after receiving an indecent exposure complaint. At the scene, the deputies conducted the investigation and discovered that Collins had allegedly been seen unclothed in the view of neighbors and children. When approaching Collins, a deputy reportedly saw him pulling his pants up. Collins was arrested on first-degree, first offense, indecent exposure charges. He is currently lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Man, what a beautiful weekend and what a beautiful Monday we've had right here in the Bluegrass. We've got Sam in the Weather Center right after this with a look at the forecast for this week. That's coming up next here live at 5.
For State Representative Republican Darrell Billings, a rock-solid conservative ready to defend our values. A third-generation farmer, Darrell Billings knows hard work. Darrell Billings, pro-life, pro-gun, a strong Trump Republican. Darrell Billings, tough on crime, will defend the blue and fight Joe Biden's failed policies. Conservative, committed, ready to lead. For State Representative Darrell Billings.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly. Call a pro!
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Looks like the warm weather might finally be here to stay. We've got Sam in the Weather Center going to give us a look at the forecast for the week.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm meteorologist Sam Ryan, and we've got some sunshine out here. A beautiful day Monday, but notice off to the west already starting to push in across the western part of the state. This line of some showers and storms that will impact us throughout the course of the day here on our Tuesday. It'll be a little bit wet out there, kind of tapering off though late afternoon, and into the evening hours will begin to clear. And we'll be back into sunshine Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday looks pretty nice, but we have another wave approaching on Friday that will stir up the atmosphere. We'll get a few more storms in here, and that will continue all the way into the weekend. In fact, a more unsettled forecast even as we look beyond the next 7 days. So this ridge that's been keeping us dry off to our east is sliding east a little more, allowing some of these showers to finally penetrate this barrier, and we get some of those storms, and you can see just kind of coming in left, right, a little bit heavier amounts or higher amounts up to the northwest of here, up towards Lexington and Frankfort. So checking out the rainfall amounts expected here just over the next couple days, 2 through 7 p.m. on Wednesday. So this is the system just for tomorrow. Could see around 6/10 of an inch of rainfall, but over the next 7 days, we're talking 2, maybe 3 inches of rain. So again, it turns more unsettled. We get more opportunities of some of these storms to move in. We'll be in the low 60s waking up, heading out the door here on our Tuesday morning. And daytime highs warming up close to 70 degrees. Again, we're going to have plenty of clouds around and some of those scattered showers and storms. We'll be in the upper 70s, close to 80 though, back under sunshine Wednesday. Looks pretty nice. So those storms moving through here Tuesday, 70 degrees. 78 Wednesday, back under sunshine, 84. Lower humidity as well with those warmer temperatures on Thursday. And then our next wave moves in late Friday into the day, Saturday and Sunday, and it stays unsettled even into next week. Back to you.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, early Saturday morning, a tragic accident on Lake Cumberland when a boat collided with the Cemetery Island, according to the Department of Fish and Wildlife. That accident occurred around 1:30 a.m. One individual, Anthony J. Williams, 37, has reportedly lost his life in that accident, while another was injured and promptly attended to by rescue personnel from the Russell County Search and Rescue. Divers from the Russell County Search and Rescue team made the grim discovery of Williams' body at the scene. According to authorities, this is an active investigation where circumstances surrounding the collision will be made available in the future. Also Sunday morning, Boyle County firefighters were called to a structure fire on Hayes Maid Road in Perryville. When crews arrived, firefighters reported heavy smoke and flames engulfed in that home. Firefighters were able to contain the blaze in about an hour. However, crews remained at the scene for about 3 hours. No injuries were reported in that blaze. Well, in Wayne County, a couple faces charges after allegedly taking items from a home of a fatal crash victim. The incident occurred Saturday evening following a one-car crash on Kentucky 92 West. The driver was pronounced deceased at the scene and taken for an autopsy. Approximately 4 hours later, a husband and wife from Monticello were arrested on burglary charges after allegedly taking items from the driver's home on Kentucky 2nd 789. Despite claiming they were retrieving items for a baby, authorities found no baby-related items in that vehicle, only belongings of that crash victim. Lena C. and Timmy L. Troxwell were charged with second-degree burglary and taken to the Wayne County Detention Center. Well, a death investigation was opened by the Menifee County Coroner's Office after human remains were discovered about a week and a half ago on April the 17th. The remains, according to the coroner's office, were found just off the roadway near Camp Judy Lane. The cause of the death is unknown at this time. It was confirmed by authorities that the remains have been sent for further analysis at the state medical examiner's office. This is all the information that's been released about the investigation at this time. And of course, as more information becomes available, we'll have it all for you right here at WBONTV.com. Well, a two-vehicle collision Sunday has claimed one life. The accident occurred on Paris Pike just after 5 p.m. Police reported an SUV driven by 65-year-old James Gregg of Indiana reportedly pulled out in front of another SUV, resulting in that collision. Police report that Gregg was rushed to a nearby hospital where he later died. 3 occupants in the other vehicle suffered minor injuries. That crash also remains under investigation. Emergency crews responded to an apartment complex fire in Scott County. That was earlier today. According to officials, the fire occurred on Myers Drive just around noon. Reportedly, the fire started on one of the apartment's balconies and then began spreading to other parts of the building. At one point, when firefighters were busy fighting the blaze, some stairs collapsed in that building. Fortunately, no firefighters were injured. Some apartment residents have been treated for smoke inhalation. This is all that is known about the incident at this time. No official story on the fire has yet been released. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news coming up here live at 5, including next, we've got Dawson Roll. He is up with the latest sports for Madison and surrounding counties right here live at 5.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
When the possibility for severe weather is a threat, it pays to have an expert on your side. Kentucky Roofworks and Restoration want you to know that your home is their top priority. When the storms have left you with more questions than answers, Kentucky Roofworks and Restoration is there to walk you through the process and offer free roof inspections and estimates. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, commercial and residential. Just Kentucky Roofworks and Restoration. Like them on Facebook to learn more.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Watch the Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as the Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Over the weekend, the EKU football spring game took place. Plus, the softball team is looking to fully secure a conference title later this week. Here's Dawson, the sports anchor, with all the sports news.
To get this week started off strong, there were some great moments from the past weekend to cover, including the EKU football spring game and a Colonel team won their conference. Let's start with the Colonel's football team, as they had tons of fans come out and support during their spring matchup on Saturday. And afterwards, the team hosted a free kids football clinic to teach drills and the game of football. Here's some of what Coach Wells had to say after his team's spring game.
Great day. I thought we had a fantastic crowd, a lot of people out. It's good to see everybody coming out and supporting these young men. They've been working hard for 15 days and obviously with winter workouts and everything that goes involved. So what a great night we had last night with Suits for Seniors, and then cap it off today with a great crowd for our spring football game. We just got to continue to get our young receivers the ball more and get them in space and let them operate. And they got to catch the ball when it comes their way. But Jaden West has had a great spring, and so has Jacob Dixon. So excited about all those young men. Our secondary is coming together and gelling together. Trey Gooden's really come around in his last year and really made an impact for us at corner.
Shortly after the conclusion of the game, EKU's Josiah Ezram was drafted by the New Orleans Saints. His stellar senior season got him chosen to Phil Steele's UAC Offensive Lineman of the Year, and he was selected to the first team All-UAC. Shout out to Josiah, who is the 34th Colonel to ever be drafted. Moving on to softball now, EKU's team clinched a share of the A-Sun Conference regular season championship this week, playing at North Florida. With one win next week and 3 home games against Lipscomb to round out the season, the Colonels would take the conference championship off of themselves, which is really what you want. EKU will return to action before that, though, on Tuesday with a doubleheader at in-state rival Morehead State before turning up to that big Lipscomb series. Mark Pope is cooking up something special for his first season for EK men's basketball. Last night he secured yet another big player in coming to Lexington and former Wake Forest player Andrew Carr. Carr is a collegiate 1,000-point scorer who has also amassed more than 500 boards and 100 blocks in his 4-year career at Delaware and for the Demon Deacons. He'll have 1 season of eligibility remaining for the Cats. EKU's baseball team will play a home-and-home midweek series with Marshall University starting tomorrow at home in Richmond. Now the games will be played at 6, as EKU will return to play in Huntington the next night. EKU leads the all-time series 44-38, and the Colonels are 30-12 in games played in Richmond, while the Thundering Herd have a 24-14 advantage in Huntington for the series. The series also dates back to at least 1948. That's going to conclude today's sports report. Remember to tune in tonight from 6 to 7 to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, where the panel will be there in full to talk local sports, and we have some special interviews. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. Don't forget, it is Monday. We'll have a big sports show a little bit later on today. I'll have more details on that after this break. More news coming up, too, right here live at 5.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
what do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy. Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Well, last week at the Whitley County Judicial Center, a bond hearing revealed disturbing details in the case of Alexandra Ward, accused of complicity in the murder of strangulation of her 3-year-old daughter, Amora Smallwood, in February of 2023. The defense argued Ward lacked intention, but the prosecution painted a picture of her relationship with Jordan Blake Taylor, who also faces charges related to the child's death. Text messages and evidence presented in court revealed Ward's awareness of Taylor's violent past, yet she allowed her into her home, where he allegedly repeatedly abused the toddler. A video showed Taylor smothering Smallwood just days before her death, highlighting her already battered state. Smallwood's autopsy revealed severe physical and sexual abuse. Despite the mother's plea for a reduced bond, Judge Paul Winchester denied the motion, citing flight risk. Ward was remanded to the Whitley County Detention Center, her bond set at $1 million. According to invitations published by the National Review, you could possibly be able to attend a private dinner with former President and 2024 GOP candidate hopeful Donald Trump. One of these private dinners might possibly be held in Lexington. The cost for attending the dinner fundraising ranges from $25,000 to around $845,000 per donor couple. Reportedly, more information will be shared with the people who RSVP. According to the invitation, Trump could possibly be in Lexington May 15th for this event, with other similar events being held in Miami on May 5th and in Las Vegas on June the 8th. The event will be hosted by former United Nations Ambassador Kelly Craft and her husband, with Barbara Bank, the owner of Stone Street Farm, serving as co-host. Previously, during the September of last year, Trump was scheduled to attend a private reception with Kentucky governor candidate Daniel Cameron in Lexington. The email sent out for this reception encouraged supporters of both Trump and Cameron to send donations for a chance to stay in a Lexington hotel, refreshments, hors d'oeuvres, and photo op with Trump. However, for unknown reasons, that event never took place. Well, thanks so much for joining us today here live at 5. Don't forget more sports coming up here at 6. Michael, Samantha Dawson, and EKU football coach Walt Wells, and some Derby talk as well. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow live at 5.